Hi guys, Melanie here at Vision City Design Studio. I wanted to create this video specifically for artists and creatives who have a desire to sell their art on Etsy, but maybe you're not really sure where to begin and how to go about it. If so, I can absolutely help you, and I hope you watch the rest of this video where I'm going to share with you some really great tips. I've been selling my art on Etsy for several years now, and as a result of selling my art on Etsy, I've actually been able to develop a wholesale business, a licensing business where I've licensed my art into major retailers across North America. I've also had the opportunity to be featured on major online selling platforms, as well as major trade shows, craft fairs, holiday markets, and you name it, I've done it. And it's been an awesome journey. I've learned so much. And so nowadays what I do is I help artists just like you guys to sell your art online, make it a profitable business, and to actually do it without the overwhelm, the guesswork, and the stress. I'm all about making it easy for artists because I am one, and I absolutely know the pain that it is to go through when you're putting your art out there and you're not hearing any response. Maybe you've already tried selling on Etsy and you're kind of just like, it didn't work, I'm not really sure if it's my platform. And I just want to talk to you about that because I truly believe that there are three things that artists are doing technically wrong right now. And if they were doing these things right, it would be helping them so much while they're trying to sell on Etsy. The first thing I see people doing wrong on Etsy is that they're not focusing on one niche. In other words, they have a variety of styles, a variety of products, and all kinds of different things all crammed into one online shop. Or maybe you don't even have the online shop yet and you're not even sure what to put on there because maybe you have a variety of talents and styles and creative abilities. Now, I totally get it because I too was working on so many different styles. I was offering photography, I was doing band covers, I was doing logo design. At one point, I was shooting weddings. I mean, I was just doing so many different things at one time that I didn't know which one to focus on. But it wasn't until I actually focused on one niche style. As you can see behind me, a lot of black and white art. So now this is my niche style. I specifically feature black ink on white paper, and it's always recycled paper, and that's it. That's my style. It's really minimalist. It's something I've become known for over the last several years. It's now what my customers expect from me. And that's what you want. You want something that your customers can recognize you for so that they know what to expect when they come back to you again and again. They know that they can come back to you and you're going to have a style all your own and they want to come back to you because they love your style. And so that's what I found is the number one problem among artists is that they are not focusing on their one niche. And in my courses, as well as my webinar, which I'll talk to you about in a moment, I absolutely will help you to do that. These are things I talk to my students about over and over again. I have thousands of students that I've been helping all over the world. And this is probably one of the biggest pain points is not being able to focus, okay? The second problem I find a lot of artists have in general is feeling overwhelmed by the whole process of actually getting your art up online or maybe promoting it on social media. Just the whole process feels overwhelming. And so people are just like, forget it. I don't want to do this. I don't have the time for it. And so that's why I really believe in making these things easier for artists because more of our art needs to get out there. People need to see your art. Like how cool would it be if your art was out there and you had your own online art brand and you were recognized for it, you were getting wholesale deals, you were getting licensing deals, you were the one who was being featured in major trade shows, craft fairs, holiday markets. Now, I want that for you. If that's something that you desire, it absolutely can happen. But sometimes by giving up and by saying it's too hard or it's too techie for me, that's really where I feel like a lot of artists give up. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping people to actually get their art out there, making it easier for you guys. The third and final thing that I want to talk about in this video is that a lot of artists feel really stressed and fearful about how are they going to gain traffic to this online shop if they even create one. I felt the exact same way because I felt like I was just kind of putting my art out there and kind of hoping that it was going to work out. It's kind of like hope marketing. But the thing is, it doesn't work, okay? A lot of artists, they put up a couple prints on Etsy or maybe like a handful, and then they just walk away and they hope that somebody will buy. The truth is that doesn't work, okay? By creating keywords in your titles, in your tags, in your descriptions about your art, learning to speak about your art in the right terminology is what will bring in the right people who are already looking for your art. That's the beautiful thing. There is somebody out there who already would love your style. And all we have to do is find that person. All we have to do is figure out the words that are associated with what that person's keying into Google or into Etsy or whatever search engine they're looking into. So I want to encourage you, it's absolutely possible. And again, I talk about this as well in my webinar that I'm offering for free for a limited time. And I want to encourage you to click the link and join this webinar. This is going to be an awesome webinar. It's about 1 hour long. I will share my top 3 secrets for selling your art online, creating a real income without overwhelming guesswork. I'm all about helping artists turn their art passion into a thriving online art business in the same way that I have over the last several years. It's been a great journey. I've learned a ton. I learned a ton from mistakes I made in the past, and I've learned a ton from just the successes that I've had, what's worked and what doesn't. And I'm absolutely willing and excited to share that with you guys. So make sure you join the webinar. It's going to be an awesome time. It's free for a limited time. So click the link below and join now. And I look forward to seeing you guys at the webinar. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you then.